Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today we finally have the update, the new box announcement. As I told you, we knew today we had the box announcement that is going to be, actually we'll see together when it's going to be released. MARIK, the event is has started, but I think MARIK is going to be unlockable in 2 days as well. We're going to jump through all of this, so basically blind box reaction. And before jumping right to it, guys, just a quick reminder, if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here with, I don't know who actually who it is. Let's get these cards actually, right? Super cool. Counterfeit card. And let's go into this. So this is actually the ban list has been applied finally. Can't wait to try all of the synchro stuff again. And here we have new box and special bundle and skill inbound. So wow, Millennium Duel is the first thing, right? Bundle for Masquerade the Blazing Dragon and new skills. Wow, how many? Sun's God's Flare, Omnipotent Divine Foes, Destiny Draw, God's Chosen One, Fusion Hydra Race, Gravekeeper's Destiny, Starlight Drive, and Chimera Illusions. Plus, Sky Striker Ace Divine Fate, Theater of the Apprentice Opening, and Dragon Ruler of Infernus. These are the skill. We're gonna see all together. But actually, let's start from the box. Okay. Ancient Chant, Galaxy Eye Cypher X Dragon, Dragon Rulers, Despia, Apprentice as Illusion Monster. We knew this was about to come, right? Egyptian God Slime as well. Guess what? Let's go straight away into the cards to be released, okay? Let's go one by one. Egyptian God Slime, 1 Aqua Monster plus 1 level 10 Water Monster. This should be easy because I think there's a skill specifically for MARIK that allows you to have the level 10 Water, the trap card, like played for nothing, and you can activate that straight away. So you have this thing already. Must first be either fusion summon or special summon by from your extra deck by tributing 1 level 10 aqua monster with 0 attack. So we have that. This card can be treated as 1 or 3 tributes for the tribute summon of a monster. Cannot be destroyed by battle. Your opponent's monster cannot target for attacks, and your opponents cannot target with card effects any monster you control except this card. So it's basically a big protection from targeting and from attacking for all of your fields. So I can already see some strategies coming out of this, right? Simply because these can protect everything. Super nice. Easily to summon with the skill. We have to see if the skill is restricting, right? Then we have Nightmare Magician. Illusion. This should be the illusion counterpart of Dark Magician. If this card battles a monster, neither can be destroyed by that battle. At the end of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can take control of that opponent's monster. Whoa. Whoa. Once per turn, at the start of the damage step, if another monster attacks, you can destroy 1 card on the field. Wow. So literally 2 non-targeting removal, and one of those is actually take control of, and it's not until the end of the turn. Wow, this thing is crazy. I mean, it's kinda slow, of course, because you have to enter the battle phase, you have to successfully attack and go through all of the battle steps, okay? So you have to go straight away to the damage step. So you take control of your opponent's monster successfully, and then you attack with the monster you just take control of, and this thing pops a card. Honestly, feels kinda slow, but wow, like, if your opponent tries to stall somehow, you have this thing. Wow. Like, imagine now, for example, with this thing, birds are not going to be a problem anymore. If your opponent that plays birds is trying to stall in you with Nightingale, you just get this guy out, literally, and you just attack into it. you take control of it, and then you can also get some damage, get some destruction done. Wow. Wow. Don't know if there's actually support for this. I mean, this technically goes into the Chimera stuff, because they're illusion monsters. Nightmare Apprentice. So this should be Dark Magician and the Dark Apprentice. Well, actually, Illusion Apprentice. The one that you discard and grabs Dark Magician. You can special summon this card by discarding one card, same as the other Apprentice. You can only special summon Apprentice once per turn this way. If this card battles a monster, neither can be destroyed by that battle. If this card is normal special summoned, you can add one illusion monster from your deck to your hand, except the Nightmare Apprentice. You can only use this effect on Nightmare Apprentice once per turn. So basically, this searches the Nightmare Magician, but these can be special summoned easily. Like this instead, we have to find a way to summon this, because technically I can't see in this card any other way to summon this except the tribute summon, the classic tribute summon. But I guess we're gonna find tons of ways to do this. What do we have next? Aluber, the Jester of Despia. We knew this was about to come. If this card is normal or special, you can add one branded spell trap from your deck to your hands. If a face-up fusion monster you control is destroyed by battle or leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, while this card is in your graveyard, you can tag one effect monster your opponent controls, special summon this card, and if you do, negate the targeted monster's effect until the end of this turn. Wow. You can only use one effect per turn and only once that turn. Okay, so this is when you go first, you use the effect to get the branded spell trap card, and you do your opponent's turn. I guess you have the effect to negate from the grave. I mean, I know this from Master Duel PTSD. Can't believe it. We really got an Adamantipator? Are you kidding me? We got Adamantipator stuff in Duel Links? Oh, wow. Shut up. Can't believe this. We got a Adamantipator. Wow. Wow. I crashed that for a minute. PTSD from Master Duel with people summoning 300 monsters. Like that's what that's just what came to my mind. People summoning 300 monsters in a row. If you control a rock monster except the researcher, you can special summon this card from your hand. During your main phase, you can excavate the top 5 cards of your deck, and if you do, you can special summon one excavated level 4 or lower non-tuner rock monster. Also, place the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. You can only use this effect once per turn. Wow. Wow. Oh my. Dragon Ruler of Infernus. This was a surprise, basically, because we have no skill for Adamantipator, now that I remember. Blasted Dragon Ruler of Infernus. If this card is in your hand, your graveyard, you can banish a total of 2 fire and or dragon type monsters from your end or graveyard. Except this card, special summon this card. During your opponent's hand phase, if this card was special summoned, return it to the hand, you can discard this card and 1 fire monster to the graveyard, then target 1 card on the field, destroy that card. If this card is banished, you can add 1 fire dragon monster from your deck to your hand. We know Dragon Ruler how they works, right? They can just have effects discarding, and then they can special summon themselves from the grave. But it's just one effect per turn, so you can't do both. Let's see what else we have. Alpha. So Diamond was right in yesterday's stream. Alpha has been released, so reprinted actually. This was from the selection box. This is the reprint, so no Nibiru. I guess at this point 100%. We know what this thing does. It can just bounce cards, actually monsters. Ancient Chant. This is the raw support we were waiting for. Add 1 the Wiggin Dragon of Ra from your deck or graveyard to your hands, and if you do, you can tribute summon 1 monster during your main phase this turn in addition to your normal summon set. You can banish this card from your graveyard. If you tribute summon the Wiggin Dragon of Ra this turn, its original attack defense can become the combined original attack and defense of the monsters tributed for its summon. You can only activate 1 Ancient Chant per turn. Activate, but you can use both the effect in the same turn. Keep in mind that. Sky Striker linkage. We know this was coming as well. If you control no monsters in your main monster zone, you cannot special summon from the extra for the rest of this turn except Sky Striker Ace monsters. Also send one other card you control to the grave, and if you do, special summon one Sky Striker Ace monster from your extra to the extra monster zone, and if you have at least one light and one dark Sky Striker Ace monsters on your field and or graveyard, the summon monster gains 1000 attack. So basically with this, basically this is the quick play spell to make to go for lethal, or just to summon stuff that can interrupt your opponent, like the guy that can if I'm not wrong, makes your opponent's monster not be able to attack anymore. So a lot of usage with this. So, and we're done with the URs. That's it. So told you guys, no heroes. I would be very surprised to see stuff in the SR section, but the only really surprise right here is just the Emancipator. I don't know why this is here, honestly. I don't know why this is here. Not gonna lie to you. What else we have? Chimera, the King of Phantom Beast. Okay. We know this, right? We know this was coming. If this card is fusion summon, send one random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard during the end phase of this turn. During your opponent's turn, you can bash this card from your graveyard, then tag one beast, fiend, or illusion monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So with this, you can special summon the Nightmare Magician. Okay, that's the way. Chimera, the Illusion Beast. Here he comes. So Chimera, the Flying Mythical Beast. No, it's not the king. Okay. Oh, this becomes it becomes this name. So okay, you send this to grave by fusion summoning this +1 illusion monster. So with this you send the Nightmare. So that's the combo, right? You summon this, you fusion this and the Nightmare Magician to go into the Illusion Beast, and then you can use this during your opponent's turn to summon basically the Nightmare Magician. The Illusion Beast. Blah blah blah. This card can attack monsters a number of times each battle phase up to the number of materials used for it. So this has monsters a number of times and not a number of monsters, and this is something you should put your attention on, because this means you can attack the same monsters again and again and again. Okay. Used for it, one or more illusion monsters. Okay, makes sense. If this card battles a monster, neither can be destroyed by that battle. At the end of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can change their opponent's attack to 0, also negate its effect. So this is basically a way to go for lethal. If you use 3 monsters for this, you have a way to go for lethal with just 1 monster your opponent controls. Because basically, if this attacks 3 times, the first time you attack, you put that the attack of the monster this card just battled with to 0, and then attack a couple more of times, and 3100 multiplied by 2 is more than 6k, so it's more than enough. Okay, it's if your opponent just 1 monster, this is an ATK machine. Despia and Queridace. We expected this. 1 Despia monster plus 1 light or dark monster. During the main phase, you can change the attack of all monsters currently on the field to 0 until the end of this turn, except level 8 or higher fusion monsters. If this face-up card in its own control leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can add to your hand or special summon 1 Fallen of Albus Despia monster from your deck. We know this, right? Quick effect, actually, this is. But it does negate just to 0, and it's the main phase. Dramaturgy of Despia. If a fusion, synchric, seize, or link monster is special summoned, you can tag one effect monster on the field, negate its effect until the end of this turn. If this card in your hand or field is used as a fusion material and sent to your graveyard or banished, you can special summon this card. Okay, Dramaturgy of Despia, interesting. This is a negate. Okay, so you have a fusion monster, you summon this, I guess. Oh no, this has to be on the field. And you special summon it by using as a fusion monster. Okay, as a fusion material. Galaxy Eyes Cypher X Dragon. Once per turn, you can also XC summon Galaxy Eyes Cypher X Dragon by using a Cypher Dragon monster you control as a material. Okay, so basically now you steal with the Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon, you steal while your opponent's monster that becomes, in its name becomes Cypher Dragon, and you rank up Xyz on that monster. So that makes sense. You can detach 2 material from this card, but then you actually lose this, right, I guess? Your opponent cannot target light monster you control with card effects until the end of your opponent's turn. Wow. Interesting. Once per turn, your opponent's standby phase, you can return one rank 9 or lower Dragon Xyz monster from your grid to the extra deck. Then you can spare summon that monster from the extra deck by using this card you control as material. Okay, this is rank 10 or lower. So you return, okay, it's a recycle, but when? During your standby phase, you take one rank 9, basically the Blade Dragon, Cypher Blade Dragon. You return to the extra deck and you summon it on top of this, if you need to pop more stuff, basically. Understanding. Pretty nice. Don't know if this is gonna make a difference. Like, yeah, the only protection we have is that your opponent cannot target light monsters you control with card effects. That's it. That's the only thing we have right now. But I'm thinking of Speedroid, for example, guys. Speedroid can just pop everything with Kydrake. I'm thinking of Shadows. I mean, Shadows, for example, maybe could have some problems because they cannot target your stuff. And they have all effects it targets, so that could make sense. What else do we have? Even the Leo stuff. Utopia cannot target you, but again, it can just beat over you, I guess. And I think we're done. Cool, but not that great. Adamant Peter, Rise, and Dragate. I guess we have just 1 and 1. Maybe the rest is just normal cards. We'll see. This is genetic though. Level 8. Genetic. Interesting. During your main phase, you can excavate the top 5 cards of your deck, and if you do, you can return cards your opponent controls to the hand up to the number of excavated rock monsters. Also place the excavated cards on the bottom of your deck in any order. Where your opponents activate a spell, trap, or effect while a water monster is in your graveyard. Thinking if we have water monsters in Synchron somehow. We don't. We don't have water monster. We don't, unless we introduce Crystron stuff in it. Okay, if we introduce the Crystron level 4 that can excel Synchro, that can make sense. In your graveyard, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. So this is an Omni negation, genetic level 8. Again, we need water stuff in the grave. Oh, we're gonna find a way. Trust me, we're gonna find a way. Adamant Peter Seeker. If you control an Adamant monster, you can spare summon this card from your hand. In your main phase, you can excavate the top 5 cards in your deck, and if you do, you can spare summon a non-zero level 4 or lower, blah blah blah. They all have the same effect, basically. That if you have a rock or Adamant Peter, we have more. Surgical Striker Hump. This is for Sky Striker, okay. If you control a Sky Striker Ace monster, you can special summon this card to either field by tributing one monster from that field. You can only special summon a Surgical Striker up once per turn this way. When this card is destroyed by battle, you can target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. So now Sky Striker have access to searchable Kaiju. Oh my jeez. Oh my jeez. Arlecchino reprints. I don't think you really care about this. Blaze Cannon. Wow. It's a Blaze Accelerator card. One, the Winged Dragon of Ra you control against the following effects until the end of this turn. This card's activation and effect cannot be negated. This card is unaffected by your opponent's card effect. So basically relying on the Winged Dragon of Ra and not on the Immortal Phoenix. When an attack is declared involving this card, you can tribute any number of the other monsters did not declare an attack this turn. This card gains attack equal to the tribute monster combined original attack until the end of this turn. After damage calculation, this card attacked, you can send all monsters your opponent controls to the grave. Not sure you need this except the unaffected part, like maybe just because, I don't know. I mean, feels like an overkill now that I think about the Immortal Phoenix, right? The stronger version of Ra's, but still. There's more. Another reprint of Amazement. And then we're done, I guess. So I guess, wait a minute. Seeker is for if you control another Emancipator monster. And Researcher is if you control a rock monster. Kind of a difference, right? And they're both tuners, aren't they? They're both tuners. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We have the monster with different types. Fantastic Fusion Summon against one beast illusion monster when back to the grave. Target one of your banished beast fiend illusion monsters. This is special summoned. Basically the Yugi's cards, but again in basically more powerful. Court Seal, Sword Knight. What is this? Illusion or illusion stuff. Why Relic of Dogmatica? Okay. Adamantipator Rising Leonite. Adamantipator Rising Raptide. Shouldn't we have also water monster like Kohakimeru reprints? No. They're actually new. The Analyzer. If you can put them controls a monster, you summon this card. Wow. Straight away. Chimera Fusion. Branded Opening. Quick Play Spell. The Chimera Fusion is a quick play spell. All of the branded stuff. These are new, guys, I guess. I mean, I'm not sure because... yeah, these are new. Yeah, because the reprints are... We're gonna see the reprints later, right? So these are actually new. These are all new. All of the branded stuff are new. And they're all rare. Maybe just because they eventually want to be able to target them, as like the Chimera Fusion as well. Wow. Gazelle and Bear format. Adamantipator Signs. On top of your deck. Adamantipator Friends. UFO Light. Despian Perskenian. Comedy, Tragedy, and all of the Adamantipator card. I guess we have all of the Adamantipator card. The water is beautiful because it makes you draw. Supreme Sea Mare. Nothing to see here, I guess. More Despia stuff. Adamantipator, Screams of the Branded. And then we have the reprints of all the Gravekeeper stuff, I guess. The very old one, Doki Doki. Makes sense to be reprinted. Imperial Thumbs of Necro Valley. Okay. Fusion Tag was reprinted. Infinite cards. Paradox Fusion. Okay. Okay. The release date, oh, actually it's tomorrow. Not in 2 days, but tomorrow. Tomorrow the box. I'm gonna tell something strong here, guys. I'm not gonna go for this box. Because there's stuff I already do not have the previous cards. So I don't think I'm gonna go into this spot. I think this is my first skip in a long time. Probably not a complete skip. Like, you know why? I think I'm gonna open just one time. To get the Dragite. I mean, I know the Adamantipator stuff could be very nice. Because they do not, maybe I should get the Adamantipator stuff though, because they do not lock you. So with the Adamantipator stuff, you can literally do everything you want. You can literally do everything you want here. That's what I'm thinking about, you know. So maybe I should go for it. I don't know. I'm kind of in doubt. Not gonna lie to you. Then we have this guy. And let's check the new skill. We're not done yet. There's a new skill. Sun God's Flare. You can use these skills second effect once per turn and the third effect once per duel. Okay. You can auto normal special summon monsters. Excluding from the extra deck, any monsters except Divine Beast and Aqua monsters. So, okay. Aqua monsters for that stuff. Reveal one the Winged Drone around your hands, then play one Guardian Slime from your end, deck, or graveyard, but negates its effect. Okay, level 10. So you play this guy, and you can tribute it to go into the fusion straight away. His effects are negated, so we don't really care. But it's once per turn. So this is once per turn. Only the third once per duel. If you control a Divine Beast monster or only your opponent controls a monster, set your LP to 4100 and add one monster reborn from outside of your deck to your hand. Ah, okay. If you control no cards, you can also add the Winged Dragon or Ra on one card and mentions it from your deck to your hand. So when you go second, you have access to a Winged of Dragon Ra search, a monster reborn, and basically a level 10 that says you cannot target me. You cannot target the other stuff. Wow. Okay, I guess this is gonna be a nightmare, probably. Omnipotent Divine Force. You can use these skill second effect once per duel. You can normal summon one the Winged Dragon or Ra during your main phase in addition to your regular normal summon set. Okay. From turn 2 onward, shuffle up to 3 cards from your hand into the deck, then play the same number of Ra's Disciple from outside of your deck. Then you can add one the Winged Dragon or Ra from your deck to your hand. Monsters played by this effect cannot change controllers. When monsters played by this effect leave the field, they are placed on the bottom of the deck. So basically this gives you, when you go second, you give up 3 of your cards and you have the Winged Dragon around the field. Honestly, not gonna be enough. This is not gonna be enough. Like, this is bad. This is just bad. Like, again, you can have then another normal summon, but this is bad. This is just bad. Destiny Draw God's Chosen One. You can only use these skills first and second effect once per duel, okay? Before your normal draw, set one Meta Reflect Slime from outside your deck. Okay. Like the guy, it's a level 10, you can tribute for the Egyptian God Slime. One of the cards from your normal draw this turn will be one Ancient Chant from your deck. There you go, interesting. Reveal one Divine Beast monster in your hand, and then either place that monster on the bottom of your deck or send it to the grave, then draw one card. For me, the past one still feels like the Sun God's Flare. But I might be wrong. Fusion Hydra Race. If you're contacting this Warrior Fusion monster at the beginning of the duel against 1500. Not that crazy. Gravekeeper's Destiny. Okay. Now this is the official skill. You can only use this skill second effect once per duel. The second effect, okay. The third one is always, I guess. You cannot normal or special summon, excluding from the extra deck, any monsters except Gravekeeper's monsters. Totally fine. So anything except Gravekeepers. Send one Gravekeeper's monster from your end to the graveyard. Then add one Gravekeeper's monster from your deck to your hand. During this turn, you can tribute summon one Gravekeeper's monster in face-up attack position during your main phase in addition to your regular normal summon set. And this makes sense because you basically you send the Gravekeepers to grave and you grab the guy that revives, so that, and you have the additional tribute, so you can tribute the guy that you normal summon plus the guy revived to summon the Visionary, I guess. Or the other guy, the other tribute guy. Makes sense. At the start of the battle phase, if you control Gravekeeper's Visionary, all monsters you control gains 1000 attack defense at the end of this turn. And all monsters your opponent controls will lose 1000 attack defense at the end of this turn. So it's at the start of the battle phase, not of your battle phase. So this happens, basically you have to keep into account that you have a plus 2000 with your monsters each battle phase, even during your opponent's turn. So if your opponent's turn wants to go through these by card effects, he has to have like, wow. So he basically can't go through your monsters by battle phase. Even Leo is gonna have troubles going against this. Even Leo's, jeez, wow. Wow, that's wow. Nothing crazy, to be honest though. Like, true, you can grab the Gravekeeper's Commander to search the Necro Valley. Now, having Necro Valley is going to be super easy here, because you can just grab the guy that searches the Necro Valley with the skill. The problem is, how do you protect the Necro Valley? That's the problem, because I was thinking about, for example, shadows. Shadows don't really actually care, because yeah, they move stuff from the grave, but they just have effects when stuff gets sent to grave. So they can literally just start with Shadow Fusion and send the Dragon to grave, pop your Necroval, and you're done. That's it. Like speedrunners are going to have more problems, I guess. But we'll see. I'm gonna save these for as the last thing, okay? Chimera Illusions. You can only use these skills second and third effect once per duel. Okay? You cannot normal special summon any monsters except Beast, Fiend, Illusion, and Spellcaster monster. Makes sense. Review, second and third once per duel. Okay. Reveal one monster that mentions Chimera Fusion in your hand and shuffle one card from your hand to the deck. Then add one Chimera Fusion from your deck to your hand. Okay. Then you can send one level 7 Dark Illusion or Spellcaster monster with 2500 from your end or deck to grave. So, okay, you can have the guy straight away into your graveyard. Okay. And you special summon that from there with the Illusion Chimera, the other stuff. If only your opponent controls a monster, play one Chimera the Flying Mythical Beast from eyes of your deck in face down defense position. Oh, this. That you can use for the Fusion Summon. I guess. Yes. Okay. When you go second, you have one of the material to Fusion Summon, I guess. Interesting. And then we have... Oh, this for as last thing. Dragon Ruler of Infernos. First and second once per turn. At the beginning of man phase, send up to 2/5 Dragon Ruler monster from your hand to the graveyard. Draw the same number of cards. From turn 2 onward, reveal 1/5 Dragon Ruler monster from your hand in your hands. Then add 1/5 Dragon Ruler with different level. Okay, it's just for fire though. Just for fire. Sky Striker Ace Define Fate. Whoa. The skills that actually increase your extra deck are always that scary. At the beginning of your turn, add 4 Sky Striker Ace Link monsters with different names to your extra deck. Here it comes. Here they come. And place one Sky Striker Space ID at 0. So they give you now the field spell as well. From outside of your deck. Send up to 2 Sky Striker cards from your end and or field to the graveyard. Either face up or face down to the grave. Draw one card. Okay. Sky Striker tiered again. Probably. Very probably. Tiered River Brand's opening. Second and third effect once per duel. You cannot special summon any monster with the level except for the Navalbots, Despia, and Dark and Light level 8 or higher monster. Reveal one Despia monster or branded opening in your hand. Then add one Despia monster or branded opening from your deck to your hand. Okay. Oh, reveal, add. Wow. So no -1. Then you can add one Despia Theater of Brandon from your deck to your hand. What? Is +2. Reveal 1, get 2? Reveal 1, get 2. If only your opponent controls a monster, send one Despia monster from your deck to the graveyard. Then you can add one Brandon and Brad from your deck to your hand. Wow. Brandon are coming, like, they're gonna have an impact. Brace yourselves. Wow, this is like, wow, I don't remember a skill giving a +2 since Predaplant and Phodons. Wow, +2. It's a +2. Wow, that's huge. Thank you for playing Duel Links. That's huge. Dulcis in Fundo, as you say in Latin. Starlight Drive. Now, what did I freaking tell you? What did I freaking tell you about the skills? If you wanna have something to compete nowadays, the skill has to give you or an insane card advantage as Despia, or has to give you a searchable back row. There you go. That's it. Searchable back row. Will this be enough to see Stardust in the meta, back in meta? I don't know. But I'm gonna do my best to do it. You can use each of the skills first and second effect once per turn and twice per duel if your deck contains 7 or more tuners. That's not an issue at all, because we can just play effect failures and drops. Okay. Twice per duel also. If you control Stardust Dragon, set 1 Shooting Star, from outside your deck. This card can be activated the same turn. If a status monster on the field, target on the field, destroy it. Okay. If only your opponent controls a monster, play one Stardust Dragon from your extra deck in face-down defense position. Its battle position can be changed. Then you can send 2 random level 2 monsters from your deck to the graveyard. There's a problem here. There's a problem here. The problem is we have no combo going first. Like, what are we supposed to do going first? Like, without a skill, with the skill doing nothing going first except giving you the shooting star, you literally have nothing to go for. When you go first, like, what are your combos? That's the problem. You have literally nothing. When you go second, very nice, because you can send 2 random level 2 monsters. This is so freaking generic. This is trash. This is trash. Like, the random level 2 monsters that you can send to grave are not at the, I mean, not at the Emancipator. Like, it doesn't make sense to send those 100%. Like, why should you? Even though they are level 2, am I right? They are level 2. There's nothing here to send as a level 2. So it's not related to new content, 100%. And what? Oh, geez, I had more, you know, I had expectations on this. Wow, that is bad. I'm gonna tell you what we have as a level 2 to send. And what you're gonna send is probably gonna be the Doppel Warrior that you can revive with the Junk Synchron technically, so that you can special summon the 2 tokens, but still you're gonna have a level 5 and 2 tokens level 1, so you still need more stuff to go on. Says level 2 or lower or level 2, because that's different. Maybe you can send Jet Synchron technically, I guess, to do something more. But still, like, it's not enough. It's not enough for I guess you have to play at the Emancipators, because you have no restrictions. You have no restrictions on the cards you can play in the main deck. Technically, you can send the Quillbot Adjog. Where is it? Yeah. Okay. I guess. But not really that crazy thing. I expected more. Honestly, expected more. Like, this is not enough. Unless there's a crazy combo that I'm forgetting, and it could definitely be. Once per duel. Oh no, this is a. It's not this. It's not this. So the skill are gonna be added when? But are going to be added on the 25th? Oh, 25th, okay. 7 or more tuners. So you can't even play, because it's random level 2, not lower. Level 2, so you can't send Jet Synchron. Okay, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm missing what you're going to be sending with as a level 2. But apart from Doppel Warrior and Quillbot Adjog. Now, it's true that when you go second, you start with the Stardust Dragon. And technically, Stardust Dragon is Shooting Star. Okay, I get that. I get that. But if you go first, what do you do? What do you do if you go first? Honestly, what do you do? Like, we just rely on using Crystons, I guess. Summon the power injections and we freeze the turn. That's what you want to do. Like, right now, I can only think of that. Like, because we have not enough support going first. You're just relying on Crystons, honestly. You go for Kristrans, and you hope it's enough. That's it. And still, when you go second, honestly, I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe you're gonna have more stuff. I don't think so, because that's it. That's what we're gonna have. I'm not sure the Emancipator stuff in the grave can do something, honestly. Because even if you revive them with Junk Synchron, they're just not gonna have their effects activatable. So, what are you going for? Like, what you could do technically is rely on the Cyber's gadget to revive them. But again, it's always the same thing, what you send. Like, what if we go for the tuners? Which tuners we could send to the grave as a level 2 that can make sense? Like, level 2, we go for tuners. These could come back 100%. If you send this with the skill, it doesn't trigger. That's very weird. That's weird. Feels like we should have gotten some support. Level 2, maybe the Emancipator. We're missing something, and there's some other Emancipator combos in this. Probably Rock Monster to send to the grave. Let me check real quick. So if I go Rock... No. If I put away the tuner thing... Doki Doki, but you have to revive this though somehow. Medusa Worm or Weeping Idol. Not really. Not really. That's weird. Kind of a disappointment. Like, at least now we have literally no restrictions. So we have 0 restrictions on the extra deck. This is the first skill with no restrictions on the extra deck and no restrictions in the main. Actually, yes, you have to play 7 or more tuners. We'll see, I don't know. Level 2 random level 2 monsters. The fact that it's random, actually, you can't choose. So you have to choose them wisely. You know what I mean? And when you go second also. Like, the tuning gum is level 1, am I right? Yes. I don't know, guys, if you have any crazy idea already with this. I don't know what to expect, guys. Anyway, the video was already super duper long. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you actually in the next one, but probably streaming today, guys. So after this video, expect a stream coming out, I don't know, stay tuned on Discord. I don't know if this afternoon or this evening. I will see. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and see you in some more hours.